Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday night stream for the Pink Pandas. Hope you're all doing very, very well on this wonderful Monday night. What happened in that last one? I had to duck off at last second there. I thought I'd better take a quick toilet break before I come sit back down. I was too indecisive. So...
Dicks!
Oh, Shawnee with the dicks. Well done. Welcome. Carlton, welcome. Goblin, welcome. Brados, welcome. Min, welcome. Told you, mid-season trade news broke out tonight. What news was it, Min? I've actually missed it. I've not seen anything because I've been doing the... the pod, which I interviewed Nick Duffy tonight, flying solo. Sharpie raid. Oh, Sharpie raid. Stop it. Stop it. Hang on, I gotta get live here. Grey White Sharpie, the main man with the raid. How are you, buddy? What's going on? We'll play this quickly with the raid intro. Who played the goat over the top of that, Mitch? Sharpie, thank you for the raid, mate. Welcome to your followers. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Make sure the Pink Panda crew, make sure we get around Sharpie and all of his socials. TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, the works. So we're actually, I don't know if Sharpie mentioned it on his stream tonight, but he'll be joining me tomorrow night. We're actually having a chat at 9:30 PM Melbourne time. So we will be catching up to talk about all things streaming, all things footy and sport, Pokemon, the works. So Sharpie and I will be doing a joint show together tomorrow night, which will be kind of cool. So make sure you check us out. But he is one of the good ones, Sharpie. He's an absolute superstar, and I appreciate him greatly for your raid, and for having me in your content creator career as well. Were you using that team tonight? I think I saw you earlier on. Were you using the creators? How'd we go? I need to turn this stream music off. I'll be playing with Richmond tonight, sadly. I apologise for those. No, Sharpie raid, he's gone. He's gone too. Sharpie's dropped 2 raids. He's on fire, the great man. Thank you, Sharpie. You're a legend, mate. Absolute legend. Hope you're all doing well. How did Sharpie go tonight? Did he get a few wins? Was he playing as the content creator team? And more importantly, if he was, thank you for the follows. Much appreciated. And more importantly, if he did play as the content creator team, did I do any good at centre half back, or did I let the team down? It seems to be every time that I tune in and watch, I either take a hanger. Thank you for the follows, much appreciated. Smash North, very good. I either take a hanger at centre half back, or I get soundly beaten by the opposition centre half forward, and we concede a few, and I feel guilty watching it. So, thank you, Cody. That's good. That's good. Who kicked all the goals for us tonight? It's a cracking series, and I always look forward to the highlight Sharpie puts out with the voiceover. I am in tears every time I watch it. It's just so funny. He does such a good job with it, to the point where I had to ask where and how, because I've got a Pink Panda follower team that we've sort of, I've had the team for a while, but I haven't been able to use it because my game actually crashed because of an Academy file that was corrupt. So I've had to wait until that was all fixed up. So I've been able to use it for the first time last week, and I had to take a leaf out of Sharpie's book and do one of those highlight summaries. And I had Snoop Dogg voicing over my one, but he does such a good job. Very, very funny. So make sure, Pink Panda folk, get around Sharpie on all his socials. So he's actually, for those who don't know, from the Pink Panda community, that Sharpie is now actually a member of the Div 12 Rezzies with the Marmalade Boys. So he played his first game on the weekend, which we will be talking about tomorrow as well. So he's all over the Chalky Milk and Adelaide Hill, watching the Crows. It's all happening for Sharpie. So Skipper turn. Yeah, Skipper's ones on the Ashes is bloody hilarious. It is so funny. Yeah, it's just very clever and very creative. So I did have to take a leaf out of their book there because it was too hard not to do. Yeah, Skipper, I think Skipper was kind of the first one that everyone noticed doing it with the cricket. It was very, very funny. But, thank you for that, Carlton. Sharpie kicked a few. Bev had a few. Checkers kicked a massive torp, as Checkers does, as he does. I tell you what, without blowing smoke up Sharpie's ass, from all the AFL 23 games I've watched or played myself, he's quite comfortably the best at kicking torps I've seen in that game. It's ridiculous how many torps he nails, how easily and how often from all kinds of angles. He makes us all look good in that game, which is nice. So, oh, Goblin, we got absolutely torched. It was shithouse. Brisbane were very good, and I put out a tweet that if Brisbane was sort of serious, that they needed to take care of business pretty efficiently against us, and they did, and credit to them. Our midfield was non-existent. Our defence, despite the scoreline, I actually thought our defence played really well, all things considered. But yeah, it was our midfield, and front of, like, our forward half was horrible as well. It was a bad night. And it's like, again, the data suggests that teams coming off the bye struggle, and we struggled. Brisbane were very good. I don't want to take anything away from Brisbane whatsoever. They were very good and deserved to win. Now there's reports coming out there's some players with the flu, but even then, if you take the field, you're fit to play, in my opinion, and we just simply went up to it. So, should watch Skipper play with Henry Hoover. Oh, I've seen him as well, Cody. I've seen him as well. Yeah, Henry. I know, there's some amazing... I'll try and kick torps, and I'll get nowhere near it, so I might have to get some tips from him tomorrow night when he's on for a chat. But, no, it's good to hear that Sharpie won a few games. Who would we have said was best on ground for Sharpie's team? Oh, you were there, Goblin. What was the atmosphere like? The one thing I will say about that game is... Oh, this thumbstick feels awful. I was very impressed, and I don't want to get into too much other extra detail because we don't need to. We all know the story behind it, but I was really impressed and respected the fact that the Brisbane crowd didn't boo Pickett. So that would have been an easy thing to do, but I think they let him just get on with his footy and you know, whatever happens, happens. So that was, I thought that was kind of good. There's a few coming through, Min. There's a few coming through. Repost it. Repost it. What was your trade stuff that dropped? Oh, I got Madge Pup. Awesome. Awesome. I'll have to check that out, Sean. Well, to be fair, Goblin, there wasn't a hell of a lot to get excited about, because it wasn't close. Basically, it's on the verge of being approved. They came together, the CEO of the AFLPA discussed pay rise and agreement for revenue, and also 15 Thursday night games set to be approved, and the consent play trade will follow. I'm not too sure about the Thursday night games, if I'm honest. I really don't like them. What does everyone else think of the Thursday night games in the chat? But that consent rule, Min, is going to be an absolute ripper. So for those who have just tuned in, that consent rule that Min's talking about basically means come trade time, it'll effectively run like the NFL and Major League Baseball, NBA, where if a player wants a trade and they're in contract, the clubs can trade them to wherever they like. So the clubs actually regain a bit of power, which I think needs to happen because at the moment the players have far too much power.
That's offline. Didn't really give it a chance.
So that's good, Min. I like that. What other place have I picked up there? Yeah, I got, well, Amos, he was actually delisted from, well, I'm guessing Fremantle. So I picked him up as a free agent, and I traded in Zach Butters. Because we wanted to, it was really to see if the trade thing worked. Or if it was still a bit busted. So oh, look at the link-up handball.
It's a tough game. Good build-up.
Stop it.
Heads long towards goal. He's got the distance.
Oh, that would have been goal of the year. So we got Zach Butters as well. I'm pretty sure I traded George Castagna and a few others. I just offloaded some rubbish.
Away he goes. Kelly brings it back in. Outbodies his opponent.
Yeah, Amos is good in real life. In real life, Cody, when we played against him, it was pissing rain over there, and he just couldn't miss. Very good player, so that's why I was a little bit shocked to see. I know it's a video game, but I was shocked to see him delisted here. So we picked him up for free. Most goals after 70. Oh, really? Contracted players can get traded, but they need to request it themselves. Okay.
Tries to take him on and loses.
And that's the thing, though, I mean, if they request the trade, that's one thing, but they shouldn't then be allowed to dictate where they want to go, especially if they're contracted.
He's been busy so
that's where I
far.
think the whole system comes undone.
That is a contender
So-
for mark of the round.
Sean, you reckon it's
They've got time
worth...
to put the kettle on.
I would maybe wait and see what the next patch holds. Like,
They've
all the
forgotten
stuff
about
seems
him,
to be
and he might
working...
make them
Ah,
pay.
hold the
It's
ball.
a desperate tackle.
Okay, there's still... For me, there's still probably one element missing from management for me to go sort of balls deep into it, and that's
Plays the
like being able to
percentages.
train the players you draft.
Parrish.
So your older players definitely decrease in overalls and stats, and apparently the
Can he
players
find
you
a
draft get
teammate?
better, but
Rio
like I think the
intercepts
Cockshell's
on
gotten
centre
better.
wing.
For Sharpie's gang who have just joined, after my first year in this management mode, it was like
Bombs it in.
we were in the draft and it was pick 120 or something
Making
ridiculous
his
like
claim
that.
for the Golden
And there was
Fist
a player left on the
Award.
list, and
Make
his
a footy
surname was
in.
Cockshell.
Met Sullivan.
So naturally we had to draft him. He's a 202 centimetre forward.
Ball
He's
up
a
in
68
the
overall, and he was
shadows of
shithouse. So yeah, we get really excited when he gets the ball and scores, and throw out a heap
Slaps it out.
of
Shield.
Cockshell
It's
related
no place for the
puns, as I'm
faint
sure you can
hearted.
imagine.
Kelly.
Oh, Taranto, this on the siren too. Here, Timmy. Yeah, I don't think you run into bugs as such, Shawnee. I just don't know if it's got the full depth that I would like it to have personally. But I mean, you'll be able to play through management fine. You can trade, you can do free
That's not gonna
agents,
come back. It wasn't
you
his
can do all
best
that kind of
effort.
stuff. But I just think I'd like to see a training element of the players that you pick up as well. Yeah, the PS5
And it's all
update,
the
Jake,
first
is,
term comes to an end.
I
This
suppose,
one
the
looks like
current
it'll be
sticking
close.
point.
Gary
Yay,
Rose
Robbo.
here. Gaz, what are your thoughts on what we've seen
And I
so
think
far?
I don't want this next comment to come across fanboyish, because it really isn't. It's really just legitimately me passing on.
Dicks!
Oh, Dick's spot on. It's legitimately just passing on the information as it is, right? So this isn't being fluffed up or anything. That
I'm inclined
the
to
patch
agree. Thank you, Gaz.
at the
Intercepted,
moment
and they can
currently
launch from
sits.
half-back.
It's not up to Big
Who is
Ant
he
at the
aiming
moment
for?
as to when it goes in.
Lynch,
So it's been
Jerry
sent off for all the
Alessio,
relevant testing.
eat your heart out.
Which they're waiting to get back the results of. Where I think the problem
Going
is...
at his first,
Oh, I've kicked the
and he's
top. Hang
got
on,
it.
hang on. Oh! He's done it! Kicked the top as we were talking about the torps early on. Some Lynch has just launched one from the centre square. That was not an intended shot on goal, but I've just wrangled in a massive barrel. Get around him, Lynchy.
The Tigers have the edge.
That's a
but they're in
Sharpie-esque
dogfight.
shot.
Don't worry about that. Brian, the winner there.
Yeah,
Parrish,
so Big
Setterfield,
Ant submit the patch,
Martin,
or
got
to
the handball
Nacon, or
away.
Nacon, however you pronounce
They're
it, and then
going
they give it to a
hammer
heap
and
of third-party
Mackay
testers to make
wasn't
sure it all
taken
works,
high.
because as we
Looking
sort of
to
said,
put one back,
once
and
you roll out a
that's exactly
PlayStation
what
patch,
he's done.
that's it, it's done. If it
If
fucks up, you can't go back on it. Where the problem is, though,
Open their account.
is there's been no update as to what's happening with it. So let's say hypothetically
Gets his kick
that they
despite
submitted the
nothing.
patch. I think they submitted it last week or a week and a half ago even.
He couldn't get rid of it.
Let's say there
That
was
would
issues with
hold
it
the
and they had to
ball
go
and
back and
nothing
fix it and
doing.
resubmit it. That's fine. That's
Ryan
okay.
with a
But I
deft
think
tap.
if that's the case, or whatever the case
Gathers.
is,
Brian,
that it needs
they
to be
might called out on
communicated
the
to everyone.
turnover. Is
Like, oh look,
anyone
hey
home?
guys, we've submitted it.
Defence
There was a couple of
101 there.
issues. We've had to go and do X, Y, and Z. It's been resubmitted. Hopefully we'll hear back whenever.
That could be a
As simple as that. And while people will be a bit shitty that the patch
That's an aggressive handball.
isn't there when they thought it was going to be, I think they'll be a lot more receptive to the fact that it's been communicated and everyone's across it.
Plenty of time.
So I really do think that they're shooting themselves in the foot here with how it's been.
Kelly wins the contest
communicated.
and can relieve the pressure. Birch
So-
knew where the help was.
And
He's caught.
I have actually
Gets the
flagged
kick
that
away.
with them, to be honest,
Rio
because I
takes
think they're
an
actually doing
excellent
themselves a
grab.
massive disservice. And I don't know why we don't know when things are going to be. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't understand it. I just think that
Good disciplined defence.
sometimes more knowledge is better,
He
especially when
ran into
people
a
have
wall.
you know,
That
paid for a
ball
product, I
brought
suppose,
out
and they want to be able
He's
to.
hit up the lead.
Oh,
Merritt.
Samson Ryan is cooked. Look at him
Catch me if you can,
to
he
see it. But
says.
anyway,
Uses the non-preferred.
hopefully we get it soon.
In the
But
clear.
even Steam
And
patches are
marks
slowed down.
uncontested.
So
This is what he gets paid to do. Kick
see
these
Steam
goals.
update. I think, well, that's a shocking kick. I think they will see an update before
This will be coming back.
Xbox.
Yeah, it's out on the full.
I have a feeling though there might be, and this is just a gut feel, I don't know anything, but I feel like there'll be more in the patch than what was maybe originally predicted.
Commands the footy.
So maybe that's why, or hopefully that's why it's
This is
taking
going to
bit
have to be a
longer.
terrific
But-
kick, but he's certainly capable.
Yeah, Cody, I channeled Sharpie massively, and that was a huge roost.
Opportunity
I've
here.
definitely clipped that
Bangs it
one.
around the
Oh,
body.
stringer.
One behind.
Oh,
Always unlikely from
I
there,
thought that
but
went in.
He's capable.
oh.
Away he goes. Aggressive with the kick in.
For those who've come across from Sharpie, what's he like at Cricket 22? Is he any good with the bat and ball? I saw him chucking down some leggies the other day.
Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Birch. He's
Good
suddenly
tackle.
a popular man. Kelly. Merritt. He's kicked it high.
Rioli gets spoil in.
Who's front and
Oh,
centre?
Jesus.
Davey Jr.
Straight
Shield.
to him.
Solid tackle. They've opened them up here.
Oh, didn't think that was 15 quietly, but okay.
Drives it inside the forward 50. Rioli couldn't quite.
Yeah, it sucks that there's still issues, Rob. I get it. I honestly get the frustration. And like I said, I think a lot of the angst and anger could have easily been averted just by communication. I really do think it's that simple. I think people are understanding of technology and patch testing and stuff like that. They won't necessarily like it, but I think they'd be more understanding of the situation if there was clear communication on it. Yeah. Yeah, on their new form. I haven't looked too much on there. I mean, if people are, I don't know what the context is, but if people are being abusive and stuff, I dare say that's grounds for deletion. But if it's just criticism of the game, I think it should be left as fair game, I reckon. Yeah, well, Jake, that's, I suppose that ends up being the $1 million question, doesn't it, with Pro Team? And I might try an online game after. I haven't tried for a little while. That was a good handball change from him. Hey, Burnage. But yeah, they've got to get the AI gameplay, the online game piece right first before they can do online. So hopefully they get that sorted.
Exactly flowed so far, so this would be valuable.
Set sail for goal.
So yeah, tomorrow night, guys, 9:30 PM Melbourne time. Keep an eye on the Pink Panda stream, and we'll be chatting to Sharpie. And you can submit questions. It's a live interactive show, so you can ask questions and do whatever all the way through, and we'll answer as many as we can. It should be good fun.
Cockshell.
Oh, the Cockshell. Road one. Ah, why didn't you pick that up?
Runs onto him. I've liked his game today. Right, has it within range.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't played online for a while. So the last time I tried, Baker with the one-hander. Yeah, it didn't really work too well. Oh, I thought I got rid of that. Oh.
Not sure who the target was. Wiedemann runs in and bangs it home.
Jesus.
That's a bit of a freebie. You can't afford to turn the ball over like that.
And we've got, has anyone been watching the cricket?
He'll be sore in the morning. Pickett.
Good handball.
Feeling the heat.
Oh, no good handball.
Tooth and nail not to give up a goal. McGrath.
What did everyone make of? I want to get everyone's thoughts on two incidents. The first one being the Mitch Starc catch, where it was given not out because the hand was facing down, holding the ball onto the ground. I kind of tend to think that was the correct call. But then the Bairstow run out, that is out every single day of the week. Like I've done wicket keeping and I've thrown the ball at the stumps to get a batsman out like that much later than what it was thrown. That was pretty much instantaneous, and he just wandered out of his crease. A complete brain fade. So that I've got no problems with that being given out every single day of the week. Like I said, I've been known to do a bit of a dick move and throw the ball at the stumps a bit later in my C grade and D grade days. Yeah, exactly, Min. And then questioning spirit of the game and character and stuff like that. Like, I'm not sure they should be going down that path.
Big clearance to win here.
Oh, you've got to get rid of that Hopper.
They're going nowhere, and we'll have a stoppage near the centre. Nankervis has rucked tirelessly. Shield. Birch.
Good tackle.
He's under close attention.
Oh, you got that wide there.
Heads towards half forward.
Warner. Good spoil.
Davey Jr. That's a quality hand pass. Birch absorbs the pressure. He'll feel that one. Heppel inside 50 with the kick.
Good.
It's a poor entry. A waste, really.
Funny Besso tried it minus earlier. Skillish made him miss.
Can anyone get to the
Yeah, that's right. And I think that was well within the spirit of the game. Like I said, it was pretty instantaneous, the throw. I've got no issue with that one.
Can they keep the footy
And that's right, it's always
full.
an issue until you've been the one to successfully do it. You're like, oh, I've got an idea.
Taranto, that was almost handed to him. Got to go quickly. Time running out. Short.
Need a mark
Sets a
here.
task for the forwards.
Oh,
Ridley. Terrific forward pressure.
Bolton.
This will be a goal.
bang!
Through it goes.
Runs in,
And there's a
snags
kick.
one. Very good.
We've got to find a way to get him into the game. We know how damaging he can be.
The other, I suppose,
Hope you're enjoying it at home.
news. I don't want to say exciting because I really don't know how it's going to be received, to be honest.
Just have to get it out.
As some of you know, oh shit, I was about to run into a goal there. That's annoying.
Three-quarter time and an
Had my day out
upset
yesterday,
How's your tipping
which
going?
I thought was going to
What's
include
happening
the
down there,
Hawthorn
Gareth?
vs Carlton game, but didn't end up including that. So a few nights ago, we were talking about I was going to try and do a couple of vlogs on different bits and pieces just to see how it goes and how it's received and things like that. So what has actually ultimately ended up happening is the vlog. The vlog is complete, okay, but it's a Disney on Ice vlog because we didn't end up going to the football because the kids were pretty cooked by the end of it. So I've got a fully fledged Disney on Ice vlog with highlight. I did listen to it. I know you called for it. Yeah, with got the kids involved. We've got it's only about 5.5 minutes or so. So I'll probably post it. So it appears tomorrow or something, I guess. I'll time it. But make sure, if you get the chance and you've got kids, maybe check it out. I fully understand that a Disney on Ice vlog isn't for everyone and was obviously far from what I was planning on doing. It was meant to be that and the footy, but that didn't happen. But you know, you've got to start somewhere. So we'll see how it goes and where it all ends up. Oh, the cock show. But yeah, if you've got kids or you've got Disney stuff, or you like Disney stuff, check out the vlog. And let me know if it's any good. Happy for all kinds of feedback because I'm just trying to expand my reach and get out of my comfort zone a bit as well. Which is, yeah. Samson Ryan. Oh, you've got to do better there. Oh, very good. So it's very kid friendly, the vlog, obviously. My young fellas feature in it. Not too heavily, but just got their views on a couple of things, or tried to anyway. As they say, never work with kids or animals. So. Oh yeah, you've got the code, very good. Then high tackle, deliberate when you hand over the line. G'day Zach. They do have high tackle and insufficient intent out of bounds. That's definitely in the game.
What a game he's having.
I'd show you, but I don't. It's a close game, and I don't want to give away a goal.
Goes long.
Oh shit! I'm a point down. Real bargain aid. Oh, 150 all boxed. Really? Where from?
Heppel can run and carry.
Is that brand new or is that used?
Shield. That's poor play.
Oh no. Deliberate.
Intercepted it on centre wing.
Gaz, what have you noticed down at ground level?
Well, this isn't the best
Marketplace, very nice. That's a good get. That's a very good. Now, I don't think it has. So apparently the stats behind the scenes improved, but I really don't think. Oh, hang on. Soccer off the ground, Dusty. Oh, I really don't think the actual overall number has improved. Oh, Samson Ryan. Big moment coming up here. Oh,
Lots of pressure on him here.
Point will at least level the game, but I'd like him to jag one here. The giraffe. Oh, that might work. That is an ugly, ugly goal, but Samson Ryan has slotted one and we've hit the front.
Neither side deserves to lose. This has been a titanic.
So the high tackle mainly happens if you're holding sprint while tackling. So I don't give away too many of those because I'm pretty consistent at letting go of sprint when trying to tackle because it gives you the biggest chance, the biggest window.
Martin.
Oh, shit.
He's run into trouble. Riola.
Kick that. Yes! Gets the win. Woof! Samson Ryan comes up clutch to get the late winner from the Tigers. Zach, when are they adding pro team? It's been so long. Yeah, I know. My gut feel was always going to be mid-July. But, I mean, we're at the 3rd now. And as the days go by, I feel less and less confident that will happen. Because I think the pro team's going to have its own video and its own, I suppose, introduction, if we want to call it that. So, and we haven't obviously seen anything like that yet, but mid-season draft, here we go. Yeah, big Sammy Ryan, Sarge. Do you reckon you'll play this week? I don't know if we've got a pick here. Oh, thank you for the code. Fast forward. Oh, I don't have one. That's a bit shit. Ooh, first versus third. Big game. I mean, you don't really want to change. Oh, let's have a look. Cockshell. Yes. Oh, scare the shit out of me. Well done, Josh. How are you, mate? He's still showing a 66. And I'm pretty confident that's what he was when I drafted him. So it's saying we've got 2 injuries as well. So this is the thing. Like, I'll see a lot of people saying, where's injuries? Now, injuries are 100% in the game, as you'll see here in your list of management. They've got the red around it. So Green and Matheson. Oh, yeah, I drafted... shit, what does he call himself? The Barometer. I drafted him as well as a free agent. So injuries are definitely in the game, but there needs to be some type of inbox alert or something, some notification where you can actually be told what player's injured and how long they're out for. Obviously, like, we need that. I know, it was one of those ones, Sarge, like, oh, I know I shouldn't draft him, but just for lols I had to. No, you did get me, Josh, you did. How's F1's going, mate? You going well? Sarge, in management career, I've acquired Jeremy Cameron, Tom Stewart, Ben King, George Warlaw, Christian Petrarca, and Cam Zerha. What did you give up for him? Jesus. You are stacked.
Hello, I'm Anthony Hunt.
Surely you're not dropping a game with that team. Possibly, Zach. I mean, I'm personally not too fussed about not having the animation for it. I can see why it would be good to have, though, of course. I'd even be happy with just a pop-up alert at the top or the bottom saying Dion Prestia rolled ankle or whatever it might be. And then after the game here, you get like an inbox alert saying, like a medical report essentially, like you would see in FIFA and whatnot. Out for 3 weeks. Whatever. So that I think needs, and a lot of people have suggested it as well. So hopefully that's, oh, good handball. Hopefully that's taken care of.
Gets his kick despite the heat. Haynes takes an excellent grab.
And how are people finding the handball? Like, I've kind of been reading mixed messages about some people struggling with it, some people not. Like, as you saw there, I was able to string together a handball chain easy enough, but sometimes it doesn't work. I feel like most of the time it does. I reckon it's like 85%.
He's so clean with the footage. Canelio.
Finally realising... Are they the way harder, are they? So when I do races when they're on 74, 75, it's probably makes sense why I'm next to no chance of passing any of them.
Taylor making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Gathers it cleanly on the wing.
Oh, go.
Drew wins it back.
Shit.
Great
that's holding the ball.
Met solidly.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
2 slabs of Rewalt, Hughes, Ross. Gee, you cleaned out there.
With the big fish.
Did any of them knock back those trades to start with?
Gary Lyon is down on the boundary. Gaz, what have you got for us?
It hasn't been a thrilling start to the match.
Yeah, so in the races we do, Josh, because the other guys I race with are pretty good. Like if they have it too low, it's not challenging. So unfortunately, I'm probably a little bit of a victim of circumstance in some cases. So the AI in the races we do, just actually time the ball, is set on 74 or 75, so it's just... Oh, Lynch. Bang. Oh, he's missed. Is just above...
But unfortunately, the finish let them down.
It's in the early stages of hard, is what I believe it to be. Oh, I gave 50 away. Fucking hell. The races for me personally are going shithouse. So I did qualifying the other day. I put a short up if anyone wants to watch it. It's about 2 minutes long. We were at Japan, I think we were racing, and qualified 20th. And then I went back out for another lap. And I was doing pretty well. I had shaved about a second off my time, and then I put it into the wall, and didn't count. And then come the actual race, I actually ended up getting disconnected from that one. But I'm finding it, I find it really difficult to pass anyone. And I find that if I start ahead of people, or if I somehow pass a few people, that they just catch up so quickly. To give an idea, from qualifying perspective, Josh, so I qualified 20th, and 19th was about 3.5 to 4 seconds quicker than me. And then my mates were first, second, third, and they were like a lot quicker again. So there's obviously still a fundamental thing I must be doing wrong when coming in and out of corners and stuff like that.
Can you make this one count?
But yeah, like if I'm trying to chase down AI, I just find it almost impossible. Like there was one track where I made up quite a few seconds on someone in front of me, and I couldn't get up close enough to pass them. I just couldn't close the gap, and I get so frustrated because I don't like being that shit at games. Like I know that I'm new to it, and I should probably be a little bit easier on myself, but yeah, I'm kind of up against it a little bit, to be honest, in those ones. And it's hard because like I really like playing with my mates, but then it also becomes a little bit unenjoyable when I can't even really compete in any capacity. And like it doesn't matter how many time trials I do during the day to get used to it. Racing against other cars is a whole different ball game altogether. So, you know, it is what it is. How much money did Petrarca want me, Sarge? Did you see the video I posted of you? I posted your bear hug tackle on Daniel Rich.
An absorbing first term comes to an end. This one looks like it'll be close. What's happening down there, Gary?
Can you do that, Josh? Can you actually... How do you do that? Can you handicap it specifically to each racer? Well, there was talks they wanted to put the AI up further.
We'll see how it plays out.
And like we've got a lot of other rules on as well that aren't like that dissimilar to actual F1 rules. But like the strictness for corners and stuff like that. Like I'm copping fucking time penalties everywhere. But that, I mean, that's more of a me issue, I guess. I don't mind that so much because I need to learn to drive better.
Clever kick. Nankervis.
Get in there, Nank.
Is anyone home?
Send it to your house, mate, and Lynch. It's just funny because like Daniel Rich isn't a big dude. Shotty! Like Daniel Rich isn't a big guy. But your player, like, how tall is he? He'd have to only be about 5'2", if not less. He's just tiny. It's so funny. Wasn't so funny when you were matching up on Joe Danaher. That wasn't very funny.
He's run into trouble.
Good tackle back there.
Can he hit a target?
Oh, Jody Clark, he got it. Oh, who's that streaming? Jaden Short unloads a barrel. No. Oh, holy shit! Jaden Short has just uncorked the genie. Let's have a look at that again. It's a replay bit. Maybe he is here. He is the old short man. Jaden Short just absolutely roosts one. That's about 70 metres. Look, that is gone. Straight through. What a kick. He is on fire, Jayden Short. Hey, Sock, how are you, mate? What's going on? What was that? What was that comment above? Yeah, report that stuff, Zach. Absolutely. Yeah, the break assist. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Could do that. But yeah, we'll have to see how we go. Two of them are on a wheel, Josh. One and the others are on control.
You can see their belief growing.
One of them on the wheel, though, I would argue I'm almost better than. He has DNF'd quite a few times. The other one on wheel is very, very good.
Gives it everything. Time for the
it's good to hear, Sock. Good to hear. What's been happening tonight? Been up to much? Oh, Cotchin just barreled him. How good was that talk just quietly before from Jayden Short?
Hands down. Ash heads for full forward.
I'll go Burnage streaming through the middle. Big Lynch. Get the jukes up. No. Not today.
Tackle. The kick was ill-directed. Canelio pushes into space and receives the footy.
Well, with the teams, Josh, so we pick, we've turned off, so all the teams are even. So it doesn't matter if you're Mercedes, if you're Alpine or whatever, it's all even. So I usually race as Aston Martin.
He's suddenly a popular man.
Oh no.
He'll feel that one.
But I'm just shit.
There and coughs up what could have been a shot on goal.
Oh, you could do that, Shawnee. I mean, I've actually found the negotiation stuff was pretty good, but I'm probably coming from a really low base with no real expectation, I guess, and nothing to compare it to. But there was I had mine on medium or hard, I can't remember, but there was plenty of times that the players knocked back the trades and demanded more money and this, that, and the other. So it wasn't like they just accepted your first offer straight away. And yeah, you got them for the cheap. They actually made you earn it, especially the good players. Oh, different time zone. What time zone are you in there, Sock?
Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Nankervis showing his skill.
If I get the handball.
Caught some unwanted attention. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Good ruck work. Gathers at half.
So hopefully on Wednesday we'll do another Pink Panther game.
Short chops it off.
Oh, Cock Show. Oh no. Oh, Lynch front and centre.
This for 3 on the
bang. What's at home? Tommy Lynch has just taken second fiddle with the Cock Shell taking the big forwards. Oh, Texas, very good.
The Tigers are holding them at bay.
How's everything going in Texas? Tell you what, that is a place on the list to go to for me, Texas, especially for all the barbecue. I've heard that is the place to be for all the meats.
Great hands there.
Kicking at his first.
Are you originally from America or are you from Australia originally? I only ask because you might be watching this game either thinking, what the hell is this? Or if you're from Oz originally, you may know. I want her on my team. I'll stop at nothing until the Richmond Footy Club, the most powerful club in the AFL. And that's it. So at the end of the day, if you go all out and buy all the good players, you can just start a fresh one and it all resets and it's back to normal.
Clearances and inside 50s. If they can get on top in those areas, they'll be very, very difficult to beat. Their forwards are very capable of kicking.
Born and raised Texas, very good.
Thanks for those observations, Gary.
Oh, well, welcome all the way from Texas.
The crowd, and the umpire agrees.
Do you play games or stream yourself? So, for clarity then, I'm playing AFL 23, which is Australian as football, so our equivalent to NFL, essentially, our major football code is basically how you would compare it. But unfortunately, it doesn't really get too much exposure over there, does it? Well, it did when there was COVID, I suppose.
Good penetration on the kick.
Ah,
Callahan. He ran into a
tackle.
brick wall. Nankervis. That's a bruising tackle. Is that holding the ball?
He had prior opportunity.
They've put themselves under pressure.
yeah, just have a look at it and just set it at low, Sean, and just
The left
jump
door
in.
closed on him.
Hey, Dan, what's going on, mate? Oh, is it Geese?
His field kicking is normally first rate. Green.
Oh,
had his name
G's?
written all over it.
Wait, you saying Geese or Geese?
That's an aggressive
You don't have a
handball.
Geese. Have a
Green
oh, if
is
it's have a look, as in
everywhere.
have a Geese, I
Bonner
will say the
wins
first way.
contest and can relieve
But
the
either,
pressure.
but both of them would sound the same.
Goes the talk.
Oh, good. More than
Cornelia
welcome. They're chilling
hunting
here
the
anytime. More than welcome.
What a game he's having.
What's
Stone
happening out in
has a
Texas?
bus-like grip. Ash. Poor hand pass there, and we've got a throw in.
How's it look down there, Gaz?
Yeah,
The
got to
Giants
get there.
need to generate better quality inside 50s. They're getting it in there okay, not hitting the scoreboard as often as they
So the Americans have been on fire with some local comedians lately.
There.
Not sure if everyone's. I'm sure everyone who is, if you're using TikTok, will have
Kicks
seen or
inside
heard
the
of Matt
forward
Rife.
50.
But
Bruce can go back and put
he's
them
doing
in
amazing work over in the
Give
States. I
him
think he's coming
a
out here,
nerve.
coming out to Australia, or he's doing a world tour, which would be very cool. Mason
This is
Fox
travelling close
Plains.
to the behind post.
Currently playing new Sky
Disappointing
Factor
effort.
4
Back
server.
in
How's that?
there,
Oh,
out
so
on
Sky
the full.
Factory. How's that going?
They'll contest in the centre
Shorty.
square. Short. That one was always
I
his.
keep thinking the umpire out wide is one of my players. It's super
Can
annoying.
anyone take a mark?
Cockshell. No, you've got to get your hands up, Cock.
Look at him go. He stopped
Oh,
in his
Butters.
tracks. Butters
Picks it up.
accepted the
Runs to the
invitation.
boundary line.
He will
Oh,
surely
shit.
make this
Snaps
count.
it.
Up and under.
Oh, but it's a good
Can
deliberate
go
pass to
back and
Nankervis.
shoot it goal.
Good
Goals have been tough
pass.
to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
That was definitely not where that was meant to go from Butters. Oh,
Kicking for
it's
his
not going to
first.
make it, I don't think.
Taylor taking no chances.
Very hot
Danger
temps.
averted, frantic defence.
Yeah, so we got the opposite here, Sock. It's bloody freezing down here. I don't know what the exact number is in terms of temperature at the
Away
moment,
he
but
goes. The ball's been
I
leading
forgot
at
to
one end.
forgot to put
Howe
socks on
presents
this
in
morning,
space. He's
and I was
generally a
out in the
good kick.
garage working from
Stone.
home, and it was very, very cold.
That's skillful.
What would you rather? Would you rather it be hot or cold?
Here's a chance to get it forward. Green.
See, my theory,
He just keeps racking up
and
disposals.
people may not agree,
Green got to the
I tend to like the
position
cold more
and
because
hung on.
To put them back in front.
let's exclude like heaters and air conditioners for a moment. But if
In he
it's
goes, must go.
if it's
He misses.
cold, it's easier to
Can
rug
you
up with
believe
clothes than it
that?
is to cool
That's a
down. If it's like
horror miss.
38
No
degrees,
other way to put it.
I'm talking like Celsius.
He's off.
I don't know what that converts to in Fahrenheit.
Goes
but if it's
long
like
from the kick in.
Really, really
Comes
hot,
over the top
you can't
and
exactly
holds
like
on.
you can strip down to t-shirt, shorts to an extent, but you're still going to be hot and uncomfortable. Whereas if it's
We
cold,
turn
you can
for
at least
home with an
you know
upset well and
put a few
truly
layers
on
on
the
and get
cards.
yourself warm.
Can these spirited
So does everyone else prefer the hot or the
underdogs hold
cold?
on? Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
The Tigers are fortunate to be in front at the last change. Looking at the stat sheet, you
1
have to
point,
wonder
innit?
how they've managed to do it. They're losing clearances, inside 50s, disposals. Nevertheless, they're taking advantage of their opposition's shortcomings. Will their luck hold?
Good on you, Gary. Thank
Do you follow any of
Kelly
the
is cool
American
under
sports
pressure.
over there?
Ash, Stanton. The Giants have been
Oh.
gallant. Taranto couldn't quite. Green. They could be in front in a
Spoil
minute.
that. Oh, no one's there.
Will the umpire pluck a free kick?
Oh,
He hasn't kicked
let's
it
punch
very
that
well.
through. Yeah, good. Secret life hack for cold days: get under a doona, grab a hairdryer, and blow hair under the doona. I don't know, your chest works every time. They're just like a big
Foster
warm
brings it
pillow.
back in. Bolton.
As long as you don't let one rip at the same time.
Howe
Oh, get in.
gets the kick away. Kelly kicks to centre wing. Briggs, solid tackle. Sonzi reads the play so well. That's
Handball
a bit
that
of a
one I
waste.
shouldn't have.
The Giants finishing strongly. Rioli takes
Oh,
an
damn
excellent
Rioli.
grab.
We've just got to get this forward. We need to score.
Finally, They go inside 50. You can't question his commitment. He's under close attention. The umpire says he made it.
Enhances the smell. Baseball, basketball, bit of soccer. Oh, very nice.
With a deft tap. Green. No easy exit. Cornelio. Good tackle. Ash.
Which teams in particular?
Hogan is so strong one-on-one.
So, like, I suppose very loose. Well, not very loosely. I follow Boston in the basketball reasonably closely. NHL, I don't really have a team, although I've been to a couple of the Rangers games, so I kind of gravitated towards them, but not overly fussed one way or another. And same with NFL. Happy to watch any NFL game because it's so much to learn and to take in. But like, I suppose because of the Boston theme, I kind of gravitated towards the Patriots. But at that point in time when that happened, it kind of just seemed like I was bandwagoning because it's when they were doing well. But it really wasn't being a bandwagon. That's just how it kind of panned out. But like I said, I'm happy to watch any game because it's just such a big sport to understand.
Drives it deep.
Oh, we need
Haynes, he's been dispossessed. Taylor is calm in a crisis. He's got an option in the centre square.
We are absolutely peppering here, but we can't get a score.
Big ball to be
Big cockshell. Can we punch this over the back now?
Kelly.
Oh, cockshell. To put us in front. Oh, shit, he's been tackled.
How to get rid of that? Legally says yeah.
2K23 is $14 on Steam. You kidding? Wow, that's a fall from grace. Astros for the baseball, Heat for the basketball. What did you think of the Heats? I mean, you obviously knocked off my mob, but that honestly, like, they were pretty impressive to get through to the final. Given they were a wild card, it was unbelievable how well they played. In particular, Jimmy Butler. I think I might take Luke Jackson to the Kangas and give him unsold over their trouble. Just a token pick.
He's not one to take a backward step.
Oh, why isn't that on the ball? Oh no, they're away.
The Tigers guarding the corridor. It's come unstuck. Can they find a late goal?
Oh,
Stanton is a real pocket rocket.
Holding the ball, surely. Oh.
Taranto intercepts the hand pass.
That's going to be it, isn't it? Yeah.
Lays it off. Stanton. He's got support. Haynes. Hurried kick goes very wide.
Go.
What about that for a mark? Just
Lynchy.
for the right moment to press go. Green.
No.
The Tigers have denied them the corridor. They could be vulnerable here.
This is tight.
Kicks inside the forward 50.
Oh no.
It's an eerie feeling.
A draw. Lynch had a chance to mark it on the siren. Damn.
Thanks for your company. Hope to have you with us again next time for more enthralling Aussie rules.
Yeah, Jimmy
action.
Butler was clutch. I feel like we should never have lost some of those early games. Like, we kept you guys in it, which is our own fault. And then Miami just capitalised and they were just too good. So it's quite an unusual team. Like, surely Duncan Robinson gets some bigger minutes because he had some serious shooters. Martin was the one that killed us in Game 6, I think it was, or Game 7. Might have been Game 6 to get into to force this. It was, yeah, Martin was the killer. 136 gig. That's wow. Like, I've got 2K23. We played it for a little bit. But I just found that the My Team stuff, nothing had really changed. Like, it was good they introduced the triple threat offline so you could play with your mates. But the rewards were shit. They weren't like what the other rewards were. So we didn't feel like it was worth playing. So hopefully they improve on it this year. But the problem is there's no competition. So they just kind of do their own thing.
I'm Anthony Hudson.
Yeah. Hey, are you Brock? The ruck, no, it's the right analog stick. So when the ball gets to its highest point, your control should vibrate, and that's when you're meant to use the right analog stick. If you hold L2, and do the right analog stick. That's like a modifier to punch the ball further. So if you've got like other midfielders in space or whatever, otherwise just using the analog stick is tapping it to whichever direction, and it kind of just drops it at their feet.
Said about this match during the week. Time to find out who's right and who's wrong. The big men fly. Bergman.
Hey, Aiden, how are you, mate? Super funds. What do I do there?
Not wanting to bond to a contest. Bonner.
Get that in there, Bonner.
Searching
A cockshell.
Maliki.
Put your hands in the air,
Playing for the
cockshell.
Golden Fist Award. Brawl.
Oh,
Terrific
rose it though.
forward pressure.
No. Holding the ball as well. Is that a nightmare there? What have you been pressing, Brock? Have you been pressing triangle?
That might attract a pack.
Oh, Discord AFL. Okay. Because yes, that was that was confusing without context. No, I'll check it out. Make sure you get around the Discord as well if you like just talking casual shit. We've got a food section now as well, guys. So if you're out and about, you had a good meal, you've got good takeaway, whatever it is, and you take a cheeky photo, don't be afraid to post it in the Discord and make everyone jealous.
He's hit up the lead. Good handball.
We had a
Normally
reasonably cold
creative,
kebab
normally
tonight,
delivers. Bonner takes an
courtesy of the
excellent
Uber
grab.
driver driving like 5 to 7 minutes the
Inside
opposite
the
direction
50.
of where we live to do something
Tudor
else. So that was
tries
good of
to
him.
spike it out of the danger zone. Bolton.
Oh, good
He's
handball.
sat on. Hopper. Fighting tooth and
It's on the
nail
ball.
Not to give up a goal.
Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
Kicks to
I know,
centre.
well, because,
Bergman.
yeah, Lauren ordered
Good
that
looking
and an
kick.
Aussie Palmer.
Step
And then we had some like other
He's
shit
off.
here with for the kids. Just
He's
divided it
been
all
busy
up.
so
And
far. Gardner clears the
yeah, he
area.
bloody,
Ned
like we didn't
Curvis
pay for
out
the
of the
premium
congestion.
service or whatever how it
Navigated
goes to
the
Rex,
traffic.
but
Taranto
you still don't expect him to go
knew the tackle was coming.
too far the other way.
The
It was just
umpire
miles
will
away.
have it.
But it's alright.
Who can
I
get
can
the
understand why the
clearance?
Uber drivers would do it
Pickett is a
because
clearance beast.
they get more
Goes a
money
goal,
by
and I
taking
think that's
more
going the
orders at
wrong
the same
side of the
time.
stick. It's a behind.
Maybe after this, before I jump off, maybe I'll give
Away
like
he
a
goes.
sneak
Dawson
preview to the
brings it
Disney
back
vlog
in. Keys, strong
before
grab.
I
Delightfully done.
do the full export and
It's
upload.
generally a good kick. Jones
What a treat that would be for everyone to watch a Disney vlog.
doesn't often waste
I still
it.
can't believe
They
that's
could
how
be
that turned out.
vulnerable here.
Really had like mentally prepared
Got contest
myself.
in the centre
Where,
square.
I
And
knew I was
that's
going to
a
Disney,
letdown.
but the footy as well. But we'll get the kids on the fence line trying to get
The
a
Tigers
high
have
five from the
denied them
Hawk.
the corridor. Jones
And because I don't go for either of the two teams that were playing, I figured I could do a bit more because I wouldn't have been as emotionally invested.
delivers a long ball.
But no, it didn't work. So it is literally
Would have
just a
loved that
Disney on
one.
Ice vlog.
Murphy
I think it's
hits
turned out
the
okay
kick
though.
away.
I'm actually
They've moved it well and
I'm
given
actually
themselves
reasonably
a
happy with
good
my
look
first
here.
attempt at it, to
I'll
be
back him to
honest.
drive this right through.
It's hard because you had a show. Obviously, we're filming some of the shit that they're doing on the ice. So there's probably a lot less talking than what some of the other typical vlogs
out on the full.
would have. But
A chance to clear now.
yeah,
Bonner,
also
really
because the
well
topic that I was
and
speaking
claims
about
the mark.
wasn't exactly something I knew a lot about either.
Good penetration on the kick.
But I haven't seen many people do
Got a
vlogs for Disney on
biscuit.
Ice, so it might gain a bit of
Keys,
traction. Who knows?
sweeping handball.
Who knows?
Jones,
But it was actually a really good day. It was a
down,
good show, to be honest.
intercepted, and they can launch from half-back.
Yeah, use the
Got
food
an
channel,
option
get
in the
around
centre
it.
square. Who's front
Ah.
and centre?
I'll
Short.
go. Shorty, going to try and barrel it from
This
there.
is travelling
Oh,
close to the behind post.
No,
A
it's a point.
disappointing effort.
oh, Dave Anthony
Kicking
full.
there, out
Missed
on the
everything.
full.
Missed everything. Yeah, I was going to do, and I don't know whether I'll do this or not, but
The Tigers
I saw
in front
someone on
of full
TikTok
time.
doing,
Positives for both sides.
like, Palmer
And a great
reviews.
game in prospect.
and
Gallows down on the
I've seen
boundary.
someone
Gaz,
doing,
what
I
have you
think
got
Prime
for us?
Train was doing
Not
meat
a
pie
lot on the
reviews.
highlights reel so
Thought about
far.
doing kebab reviews,
Dower, but some of the
but
tackling
I
and
just don't know if
other
I've got the time to
defensive
commit
acts
to
have
driving
been
around
great.
places to get
The
kebabs. As
defensive
good as
side
that
of the game has
sounds.
come a long way, even in the past 10 years.
And really,
Every player on the field has
no
to
one's
think
gonna really care
defensively
about-
now, or they don't play.
Couldn't agree
Might
more,
have you on a
Gary.
kebab,
Thanks
I
for that.
suppose. But I
They have
might.
a
I'll
good
see. I'll see
understanding,
how I'm
those
feeling.
two. He's been dispossessed. Can he hit a target?
Yeah, I did see
Defense
that.
101 there.
I did see
You
that,
can't
Sarge.
question his
It's an
commitment.
interesting one
That's
because
close. He liked it off the boot.
If they can keep running and
It's
taking the
just,
game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
it's kind of just a bit. It's hard because I don't. Yeah, what Hipwood did was a bit of a. It made himself look like a bit of a dick, didn't he? Really. But it's all just part of the game and the heat of the moment stuff. Like, it was just interesting to note that after he did it that first time, that he didn't really do it again. So I don't know whether his teammates or Fagan maybe said to me, like, pull your head in, you're being a bit of a tool here, because it didn't happen. So it's one of those things. Like, I know what Dunstall was getting at, but you can't possibly make that a tribunal thing or a MRP thing, because we don't need something else for people to have an interpretation on. Like, was he getting in his face? Was he being demonstrative? Like, there's already enough grey area. Yeah, it's... I understand it, but I just don't know how you would police it.
Away he goes.
I know they do it in the like the NBA or whatever with the tech foul. Yeah, but then it's like, what constitutes a taunt? Like, I think if they get right up in your space and they're like chest to chest and shit like that, I think that's fair enough to maybe you could penalise that. Oh my god. But outside of it being that obvious, I don't know how you police it. It's a real tricky one. I should have just changed player. Fuck. How would you do it, Sarge? What would you do? What would you do? Oh, Min, I'm not sure if you're still here or not, mate, but I transferred that money. Now, full disclosure, I didn't know that PayPal Business operated differently to normal PayPal. So when it asked me for the phone number, I didn't really know what was going to happen next. So I put the phone number in, and that's where it sent the money to. I don't know how. I don't know how it worked. So I assume that that mobile number will have received a text with a link saying that they were being sent money. So I don't really know how that works. But it's done. It is done. And yes, congratulations again for hitting the correct number. Oh no, that's not a good kick.
Can he find a teammate?
Fuck, I've got to spoil that.
Trying to bring the Crummers into play. Rankin can just about have a shot here. Jones outbodies his opponent and took a ripper.
Yeah, Banks in and Bauer in, which is very good.
Towards the goal mouth. He didn't break stride. He's got it.
Spoiled it straight to him.
Just reminded us all.
Free kick 50 metre for unsportsmanlike conduct. The punishment, I understand. I get that punishment makes sense, Sarge, but I suppose the question for me is more, how do you then clearly define what taunting is? Because, like, yet again, it'll be something else that 4 umpires will have different interpretations on, which might be the issue.
At least it's close. Nankervis palms it down. Bergman, the defenders will be nervous.
Did you catch any of the pod tonight? We had Nick Daffy on from the Tigers, which was good.
Big ball to be won.
Low solo with the interview.
Time for the Crummers to go to work.
Well, I did okay.
Hunting the footy.
The actual hard part was talking afterwards about the game. But CB got there. We got there in the end. What a low-scoring affair. Hey Rod, yeah, so I've been doing a podcast. It's a Richmond-based one, so it's probably only going to be appealing if you're a Richmond supporter, since 2017, so we were the reason why we won the flag. But I've been doing that for, 7 or so years. We've had a whole raft of past players on. We had Richo, Wayne Campbell, Nick Daffy tonight. We've had Michael Mitchell, Phil Egan, Paul Broderick, Gasper, Coghlan, Johnson, the whole works. So, yeah, we do pretty well there. And we've got a new show starting tomorrow night, a Pink Panda-based one. So we're going to be talking to other content creators. So we're chatting to Sharpie tomorrow night. He was kind enough to raid before. So Sharpie will be chatting about content creating and sports and Pokemon and all that kind of stuff, whatever his interests are. And I am actually going to try and get some past players onto that show too, but not necessarily Richmond ones. So the first player, or past player, I'm going to try and get on is, he doesn't know this yet, is Brian Lake. I'm going to ask to come on. So yeah, it'd be cool just to get some content creators on. Do have a chat lined up with the Marmalade Boys as well. So Checkers, Stray, and Jim. So that will happen. We've got to work out a date and time for that, but they're keen as mustard to come on and have a chat, which is awesome because they are, pardon the pun, kicking some serious goals. They are very, very funny people and very generous with their time with what they do at the community level as well. So very keen to hear from them. So the way the pod will work, so it'll be on Twitch tomorrow night at 9:30 PM Melbourne time. Oh, that is a bad handle. So you'll see my stream go live like you would usually, and it's via a program called StreamYard. So basically, I can stream it to multiple places at once. So it'll be going out live on Twitch and maybe Twitter. I would love to do it on YouTube as well, but you can't stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, which is bloody annoying. Because that would be good to do it on. But I'll upload it to Facebook. I'll upload it to YouTube later on. So yeah, so you can jump on 9:30 tomorrow night, and you can there's a chat client built in, so you can actually type and ask us questions live as well. I can put the questions up on the screen so people can look at it and read it and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. The Richmond one does go up on Spotify and iTunes because the Big Footy website kind of runs and hosts it all. This one, the Pink Panda one, I'm not sure if it will, largely because I don't know how to actually set it up from the start. I was just lucky enough that the Big Footy crew had already set it up and I just had to do the uploading piece. But if I can work out how to do a setup to get it onto iTunes and Spotify, and if it doesn't cost anything, I will. So if anyone knows, let me know, because I've not had to look into it before. So it's recorded on StreamYard. So when you finish the episode on StreamYard, you can save. Oh, has that gone in? Oh. You can save a copy of the recording as an audio file or a video file. So for those who do watch it live tomorrow, you'll actually be watching us both on camera. But yeah, I will have to look at how to do an audio version of it as well. Oh no. Jeez, I really played on that.
Should be able to answer in the affirmative.
Yeah, I might have to try and work out how to do that. Because it would be good to get it all audio based as well. Like I really enjoy the visual aspects of the pods. 6 behind.
Away he goes. Duday, tasked with
so yeah, we'll try and get Lakey on. We've got Sharpie, we've got the Marmalade Boys coming up as well in the future. And then I'll have to try and think of some other past players as they come on.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
Could re-upload it. Yeah, could do.
Big chance.
Oh my goodness, how am I missing so badly? 7 behind. What is happening? Robbo, oh, do you mean Mitch Robbo? Not Drunk Robbo? He'd be a good one actually. I'll have to, yeah. So I have to ask him, I'll have to find out how to ask him first. I'm sure he's just on Twitter and all the other socials, and that'll be where we do the one with the Big Ant crew as well, to talk about the game and what happened.
And holds on. Bonner, a bit of a panicked handball. Drew collects the.
We've got to get this inside 50.
Can anyone take a mark?
Oh.
Short, an ever-present threat.
Good roving. Couldn't get the kick away.
No way through there.
Travis Cloak. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's the thing, is that essentially happy to take ideas or names to see who we can try and get on. Oh, Carlton, do I ever? My goodness, 7 behind.
A boil over is well and truly on the cards, and the coach's
I know there are a few players that are also doing content. Oh, okay. Documents. When you say content, just general sporting/footy content or gaming content. Oh, all good for it, all good. And it could be one of those things, guys, that if you happen to know of how to get or how to contact certain past players and things like that, or even current players, if that's at all doable, I'm not sure if it is or not. I know anytime I've tried to get a current Richmond player on, it's very, very difficult to make that work. But, you know, doesn't mean, like I said, it doesn't have to be from Richmond, but if anyone's got access or insight on where to find certain players for the Pink Panther pod, happy to take names and be pointed in the right direction. I can try and get some people on. Like I said, it doesn't have to be long, like it might only be 20 minutes, half an hour, but just to chat about, depends what they do. If they're content, talk about that.
Second effort needed.
Oh.
Saligo is calm in a crisis.
Get there.
Blasts away. No wonder coaches go grey.
We are absolutely peppering them with inside 50. Oh, Butters. Lies high.
Have to give it his all.
Fletcher has his personal email, and Lloyd does. Oh, on what platform? Is that on LinkedIn, I suppose, Aiden? Lloyd replied to you. Did he really? Matty Lloyd.
This will go close. Has he got the journey?
Another point.
Taking no chances.
On Insta. Okay.
And if they
Interesting.
Keep it up, the rewards will come.
Interesting. Yeah, that would be very good to speak to.
He's off. Sonson, Dawson.
Oh, come on.
Back in.
On the board.
That's
Jesus, that took us long enough.
Will we now see a change in momentum?
You can't help but feel
I find that quite remarkable they leave their emails on there on such a public
big
platform.
clearance to win here. Pickett. Stripped to the
Oh,
point.
Pickett, you've got to get rid of that.
Didn't dispose of it correctly.
Oh, okay, so you already had some
Time
type
to
of
assess
connection.
the options. Good hands. That'll
Even
work.
so, though, that's still pretty
On the
cool. They replied.
non-preferred. Murphy has a paddock in front of him. Is anyone home? Rioli
See, like,
saves the day.
my usual go-to
Goes the torch.
is my place of work. That's how I kind
Ned
of
Curvis.
can get a bit of a leg
Will
up
be sore in the morning.
in some
Just has
instances
to get it out.
because I deal with a few people.
Butters. Feeling
Oh,
the heat.
Lynch.
Got to get rid of it. Can he give them the lead? No,
Oh,
he
on
can't.
It's exasperating for the fans, but the players
On
will
a
be
work
no less
level, so
frustrated.
I'll,
It's been one of those days.
yeah, but that's a good idea. Do the
Away he
Insta.
goes. Dawson brings it back in. Malikan pushes into space and receives the footy.
Any dangerous on running at this point? Oh my god.
Onto the non-preferred.
I work in.
He'll feel that one.
I do like.
Lowers the eyes.
I work at
Has to be
Sharon,
clean.
but
Gets
do
his
like
kick
corporate
despite the
sales
heat. Terrific
and look
ball
after all the
pressure. The umpire
AFL
circles
clubs and
and
leagues for all their
decides to
game
ball it up.
balls, training
Can they
balls,
create a shot
getting all
on
the
goal
artwork
from
done,
this
getting all the finals
Ned
balls done, and all that kind
looking
of
for
goes. So
territory.
it's a bit of a
Webb
convoluted
sets
role.
out for home, and
Like
he
it's
is
not really
delivered.
clear cut and defined. It's a bit of everything, but yeah, basically look after all the.
The Crows are really taking it to them today.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So they
I don't think he meant to smother it.
jumped in
It's a
downstairs
hot
at our old building,
dishes it off.
the Southeast
Look
Phoenix.
at the distance on that hand pass.
Which we had to keep like really hush hush when they first
Unable to
first
get it inside
coming
50.
into it all. But no, they were really good to do it. They were pretty good. See, we also do
Time to put the
Spalding
kettle on.
basketball as well. But yeah, I mainly do
Taranto
the Sharon
cops
piece.
some unwanted
So
attention. They're going nowhere and we'll have a
that's why
stoppage
you
near the
may have
centre.
seen my TikTok or Instagram thing today about
With a deft tap.
the footy
He's
collection I've
suddenly
got.
a popular man.
It's
We will do it all
yeah,
again.
it's growing pretty large. But yeah, I just put up a thing of my three favourite footies, which are the grand final game balls that
Displaying great
Oh,
in-depth.
shit.
Bolton.
that
The team physio
that I got from the three Richmond grand finals. Not actual ones from the game, but they could have been if they were the ones picked to send to the AFL, but they weren't. They were just ones that we
Sets up a foot race
had left over.
and they see it out.
I know. It's so funny, Aiden, like, because we only very recently started retailing the grand final ball range on our website, and the amount of people I then see on Facebook and Marketplace and shit like that saying that it was the ball used in the game and this, that and the other. I was like, no, come on. I'll actually call people out if they're blatantly trying to ream people. I've 100% called people out on their pages because it's not needed.
Got to go quickly. Time running out. Knew the tackle was coming.
Yeah, so that's why I had all the footy stuff. I've got a few other things as well that I'll do on a memorabilia space with some content, but yeah, good fun. You say, Myers, how did you spend money on 3
Thanks
games?
for joining us. We'll catch you again
Oh, I still had to buy them. Didn't get them for free, but I had to though. Like when we won the grand final in 17, I went full Richmond Nuffy, buying shit left, right, and centre. It was ridiculous how much shit I bought, and a lot of it is honestly still in boxes that I will probably never see again. But like even, hang on, give me 30 seconds. I even took this from the game, the bloody Chemist Warehouse thing that was on the seat for the grand final. That had like a gift bag thing in it. Like went full nuffy, and took anything and everything I could get my hands on at the MCG that day. Not gonna lie. Why is the shirt so expensive? A lot of it is because they're made here. So the top grade game balls, obviously labour in Australia is vastly different to labour offshore, and the price of leather is expensive too. So yeah, they are. Look, it's no secret they are, but at the same time as well, you in some instances you get what you pay for too. But it is a big outlay. I do completely understand that. But walked out with a Santa sack. I did. They were giving out stuff. The other thing that really blew my mind at the grand final is I went up to the bar to get a Canadian club, and they were handing out stubby holders. I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'll take a stubby holder. But yes, yeah, I went. I could honestly spend another 45 minutes just grabbing shit out that I collected. Like, oh, what's this one? Oh, fuck, I've got at least half my shelf here. This is another one we did. Oh, this was for 2020. We did a personalised version. So for the 2020 grand final, when you got your players and shit down the bottom. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I won't go through them all now because that will take up far too much time. But yeah, it's, I suppose one of the perks is that when we try different stuff, I'll usually try and secure myself one if I look cool enough. But unboxing stream. What do you want me to unbox? I can unbox. I've got a whole heap of stuff here. I've got a basketball sign from Delhi, a couple of frames. I might do one night. I might do a memorabilia stream one night. Fuck it, who cares? So all the merch. I honestly I went way overboard. Do you want to see a little unveiling of the Disney vlog? Yeah, Matthew Dellavedova, he came into work one time, and I just grabbed the closest Cleveland Cavaliers ball that I could find to get him to sign it. So he was pretty cool. Collingwood supporter though, but no, he's a really, really good guy. I don't know. I haven't got any plans to go to the Boomers games. But yeah, it just depends on how all the stars line. When do they start playing? Because it's also going to depend on when the third child's born, to be honest. I work at, it's called Russell Corp, but it's like Sharon and Spalding, essentially, Shawnee. So I look after a lot of the Sharon stuff for AFL and clubs and things like that, but do a few Spalding bits and pieces too. August, yeah. I'm probably a bit of a write-off for August, unfortunately, just because of the whole kid thing. But, yeah. Otherwise, I would. Are they showing it on TV? Surely it's on TV. Would have to be. It'll be on ESPN or some shit like that. ESPN, yeah, sick. Now, I fully understand that some of you won't care about this, and that's okay. I'll play a little snippet of the little Disney vlog. I won't show the boring parts. Which parts will I show? So I'm probably going to upload it tomorrow night or something like that. It's like a little trailer. Yep, that's it, Shawnee. That is exactly where it is. So we yeah, we've moved to Keysborough now, but yes, that's where we were. So I've been there for about 13 or 14 years. Yeah, I know. But yeah, so I used to work there. Will the music get muted? No, because no, I know what you mean now. Good question. I don't actually know. Hadn't thought of that. That is a very good question. We'll find out. See, but some places do allow the copyright music to be played. They just maybe then... So if we're talking YouTube, for example, that they will let you play the music, and I think Disney is one of them, but they might place an ad on that video that you don't... Like, I can't monetize anyway because it's not... I don't have enough followers, but they might place an ad on there that you can't remove or can't do anything with. It just has to be there. That's how they kind of get around it, I suppose. But... what do I want? I want display capture. All right, we'll see if this works. So mainly worry about the top part here. This is just the editing software. You don't want to speak. You got Mickey. You ready to go? You got your ears. All right, let's enjoy the show, guys. Oh, you got Goofy. Show me Goofy. Oh, very cool. And Mickey. All right, okay. Showtime in 25 minutes. Let's see how we go. It's a pretty good show. Anyway, there we go. So there's a bit of a sneak peek of the Disney vlog. First crack at doing a vlog. So we'll see how it goes. But any love or support shown on that would be appreciated. So we are on the push to try and get to 1,000 subs on YouTube, which would be kind of cool. It's kind of fascinating to see how far it's gone so far. But yeah, we're just trying to get outside my comfort zone a little bit, I guess, and try different things. So, Shitty Sharon's, the blems, yeah, the blemishes. I know the ones you're talking about. Yeah, we used to have them in the warehouse sale quite a bit. They're hard to come by because a lot of leagues and stuff take them for training and stuff. You might see them on the website every now and then, but yeah. Anyway, that is it for me tonight. Thank you for everyone's love and support. Sharpie, thank you again, mate, for the raid. Much appreciated. Thank you to your community for coming over and being so kind. Thank you for the follows, Sock, Cody, Bow, Alex, and the raid again from Sharpie. Much appreciated. Pink Panda meetup at 1,000 subs. Whoa, at Graceland. That's a good call, Graceland. We'll just pig out. So we'll have to do them. We've got to do a bloody Tigercast meetup as well, and we could do a Pink Panda one because I'm hoping this is. Oh, where's my other thing? Hang on. I didn't realise in the background one thing's delayed. So we were cleaning out our drawers the other day to try and make room in our bedroom for where the cot has to go and all the bassinet and shit like that. Anyway, wife used to be a photographer, and she has this like really good Nikon whiz-bang fucking camera that just doesn't work because the lithium battery has died because it hasn't been charged or used for so long. So I'm thinking I might be able to just buy like a $19 lithium battery that's Chewy loves it, for the Nikon, and get a little, are they called is it a gimbal? Is that what the handle's called that you put the camera on? Or something, whatever it is, a fucking handle, tripod, stand, whatever. And might be to do some high quality vlogs at a meetup for the Pink Pandas. So we'll have to... Well, I've got a tripod, but it's a mobile phone one. But yeah, I don't know if there's ones that like move a bit. I don't know. I've got to Google shit. So that's my next mission. Yeah. Oh, Stablers. Okay. So maybe I'm not thinking... I don't know. I'll have to jump on JB website. That's usually where I go to for all that stuff. But yeah, so might have accidentally stumbled across an upgraded camera again that I can use for other stuff, because the quality on the phone, especially when it's dark, like you'll see in the vlog, some of it can be a little bit grainy, especially if you're watching it on bigger screens, whereas the actual camera would come out all right. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, very good. I might have to hit you up for some questions on that. I'm not sure if I'm going to the Tigers game. Only because Thursday nights are a killer. Absolute killer. One of the tiny tripods would be good. Okay. Will it be question without notice, but is there ones that are like big enough that you can set up at an oval, for example, to do like film kicking shots for goal, but they can also be small enough to be handheld size, or are we talking two different sizes? Because the one I've got is quite small. It's only a mobile phone one, so I couldn't even use it for this, even if I tried. But for a bridge cam like that, because you won't have the extra weight. Oh, okay. Yes, I don't have any of those big, like, fuck off size lenses. It'll literally just be what comes standard with the camera as is. You too, Rod. You too. Thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. Have a great night. Thank you for the love and support. Bow to kick one. Surely he couldn't do it again, Aiden. He's 2 from 2 for clutch shots after the siren. My main huge tripod, a cheaper one with a pistol grip and a tiny. Okay, so would the handheld one? Yeah, for sure. Would the handheld one like fix to the bottom of that, like the screw-in one, that I could use at like events and stuff? So maybe I get a handheld one, and maybe then get a reasonably sized one that I could set up at a footy oval if I want to do any goal kicking type stuff. Interesting. Very good. See you later, Dan. Thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. Hope you have a good night. All right, well, that was good. Thank you. Thank you for the Q&A and the stuff there. Much appreciated. I just FYI, I'll be in the Pink Panthers BC. Voice chat watching the game if anyone wants to join. Yeah, so if anyone wants to chat to Sarge on the Richmond-Sydney game, feel free to use the voice chat on the Discord. He gets a bit angry, but that's okay. It's all about... No, he doesn't get angry. Very passionate. Loves the Tigers, the Sarge. So it should be... hopefully we can win that game, Sarge. It's do or die for us. I'm not overly confident. Papley just torched us last time. Absolutely blew us away. But yeah, exactly right, Aiden. It's not... yeah, because you're right. Some people have those real chunky ones that kind of get into actual media type territory, don't they? And if you're not part of the media, they make you put it all away. Yeah, that'd be awesome if you could send me some links, mate. Especially because you know what you're talking about with the good ones and the bad ones. That'd be so good. That's right. It was Gather Round, wasn't it, that we played them? Yeah. That was shit. Oh, nice. You gone full heavy duty. Unbreakable. Carbon fibre. Very good. Yeah, I'll keep an eye for that. I'll keep an eye out. Okay, have a good... reading suggestion? Yep, go for it. What is the suggestion? They made it a jelly bean. Oh, well, I actually wasn't meant to open them until the subathon. Hang on. Well, I've got a box of tricks of everything tonight. Look at this. Okay. So for the subathon, I've already got all this shit ready to go. We got the beans. I'll have to probably buy new ones because I've already opened them. I've got the hottest corn chip, which... Oh, it's chips, plural. It's not even one. It's more than one. We've got a nitro gummy bear. So that'll be a ripper. A few tubs of these toxic waste sour lollies, which I think are much worse than Warheads. And what were these? These were like sour Coke balls or something like that. Oh, thank you for the dicks. So I've got a heap of shit food-wise here ready to go for a subathon. I've just got to complete my ascension board, which is actually the hardest part because I've got to put all stars behind every number on a 100-numbered board. So, yeah, so on there as well, it won't just be food stuff. There'll be things like take a shot, shaving cream to the face, stickers. Basic ones will be like stickers or something on face, head, arm, whatever. Ordering dinner for us. Yeah, whatever. So we'll have to think of it. Yeah, I'm actually keen to try the toxic ones. I'm not going to lie. Oh, we don't get the kids. Well, yeah, that could be one. Oh God, that'd be dangerous. Get the kids to try them. That's actually a really good idea. G'day KF. Good question. That is the $1 million question. When is the PS5 update? I asked the question directly, and I still don't think they know when it's going to get approved and passed through, because they said when we know when they say you'll, they mean everyone will know. So it's obviously still in the testing phase in some capacity, I'm assuming. My gut feel is they had to redo a few things, that or they're adding more to the patch than what Steam got originally, and it's going to be a bigger one. I'm not sure which way yet, but like I said earlier on, though, the biggest thing is if they just communicated what's happening and where it's at, I think that would alleviate some of the stress and the annoyance that people have got, which I think is completely justified too, because, yeah, we're kind of all none the wiser, and it's been a few weeks since anything's happened. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know if that's the case, not Cave. I wouldn't think so. Maybe, because they had to piece it back together gradually, so they didn't put in the shit part. So possibly you might be right, but yeah, I really don't know what else to say in that part. Did not imply the next update will come. No, I don't think it did. Maybe I read it wrong though, Eds. So I read it as, well, initially I read it as that Steam was going to be getting one every couple of days or once a week, which hasn't happened. And then PS5 and PS4 were going to be weekly, which hasn't happened yet. But I think that's because either something has gone wrong and they've had to redo it, or, yeah, I don't know. It would just be good if we did know what was happening and when. Needed someone to upload custom images. You know what? The reason why they will never do that, KF, is because the amount of teams that I've played against on Pro-Am in 2K that have Corinna Kopf pictures from God knows what website as their uniform, hilarious, but that is why they will never do it, because people use all kinds of messed up websites for their kits, and while amusing, not so amusing if you're a developer, I guess. But yeah, and that's why they won't never do custom banners either, unfortunately. Have they put some restrictions around it? Because yeah, some of the shit that would get through, like, I'm talking the first few days, I guess, there was some, pretty funny stuff out there. But, oh, okay, okay, so they're banning people. That's good. I think they had to. Like, as funny as it was, I suppose there's also got to be the level of understanding to, that there's kids playing as well, so you've got to be mindful of that too. Oh, Foodie Insta, very good. Make sure you drop your Insta in the Discord. I'm happy to follow Food ones. True, it could be. I'm sure there would be a way to put filters in. Oh yeah, some of the team names, and to be completely upfront, the guys that I would often play with would often think of pretty messed up team names as well. Maybe bad, but maybe not as bad as some of the ones that I've seen. But yeah, there's definitely some that with way beyond the pale. And like me personally, that's actually probably my weak point, is I'm shithouse at thinking of names, whether it's usernames, team names, creator player names. I'm just not very clever on that stuff, so I go for just really bland, boring, basic shit. But yeah, some people will go to the opposite end of the extreme, and are very, very offensive. But yeah, you're right. I'm sure there could be filters. There's a heap of nasty related problems. Yeah, I'm sure there would be. Yeah, it'd be out of control. The block come insider, Dick Insider, Taylor Adams and Eve. Yeah, so I'm shit at all that. But all right, guys, thank you for chatting for a good night. Like I said, tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m, Sharpie and I will be chatting, who's another Aussie content creator. He does AFL stuff. He's part of the Div 12 Resis with the Marmalade Boys now. He got recruited the other week, which was very funny. Well, it's not funny, good on him. We'll chat to him about that as well. So yeah, 9:30 Melbourne time. You'll see this stream kick off on Twitch. You'll be able to type questions in there and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you get around that where possible, because we'll see if it takes off. And then, yeah, if you've got any links or access to past players and things like that, feel free to DM me and I can follow any of those up and try and get some past players on to chat to as well about their time in the sport. And we'll see where we go from there. But have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for your time and support and your love. And I will see you all tomorrow night. Catch you later. Make sure you get around the Disney vlog. I'll post that tomorrow. I'll post it tonight, but I'll time it for tomorrow. So get around the Disney on Ice vlog. Probably only applicable if you have kids, but yeah,